Hey guys. Alright, so I've had quite the morning. Uh I went outside to the back part of the property, to our part of the property, and I mapped out in the snow the area with our house and things where we want things in the house according to how I had it gridded out. And I mapped out even a carport near the house for us to park our vehicle. I mapped out where we want the medicinal garden. I mapped out where the greenhouse next to the house, the outdoor kitchen, the gardens. Um, I decided to put the fire pit on the other side of the driveway. I mapped out the driveway. So the fire pit on the other side of the driveway. In between, it's kind of like gonna be over near the medicinal garden. I also mapped out the area for like the entire fence perimeter of for the goats and feeder pigs. And I got my shoes completely soaked with snow because I was like in about that deep of snow, like up my calf, my pant legs. So that was fun. Got my exercise. Um, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I even mapped out like inside the house where in the kitchen where the L-shaped counter can be, the refrigerator, the sink counter, the our little wood bin area where the wood stove can go in the living room. I mapped out where our table can go, like a couple of comfy chairs. Um, Figured how we could do the bookshelves around on the walls, which I'm going to build right into the walls. I'm going to do that on the upstairs in the landing, the walls around the landing area, which we can put like a couple chairs or whatever up there, or even a pallet made couch, which you can get some comfy cushions for that. And I mapped out, well, I couldn't map this part out, but like I mapped out the area where the stairs are gonna go, and I did this on both sides. And how we would have our rooms upstairs. Like I said, there's gonna be a hallway, a small hallway in between, so we can have our 5 different rooms. Um, and I mapped out. See, back downstairs, I mapped out the space for the pantry, the doorway approximately where that's gonna go into the pantry. Uh, that's going to be floor to ceiling shelves all the way around the entire room with, spots underneath the shelves for storage for other things, other food items. And then I mapped out the bathroom area and the laundry room area, and I did that on both sides. So definitely had a busy morning. And I figured out where I can put the duck house, and obviously the pond area is not going to move. Yeah, think I got it pretty figured out. So it's like I can picture it in my head now. Pretty good. Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna continue in the Prepper's Livestock Handbook today, and this is on the poultry. We're gonna just get right into it here. Alrighty. I've already got the table up front that I'm gonna use for the farm stand to start with. And I just need to get the wood and the pallets and stuff like that to build the actual kind of shelter around the farm stand. But the table is already there, so we're getting it, guys. And I think I'm definitely gonna start putting work into the crocheted items. a few of the crocheted items. Yeah, we're gonna get that farm stand up and going. And as soon as I can, I'm going to get some of the glassware from Dollar Tree. I'm just also going to have to get the protective sealant, coating sealant for the paint. So, anyway, here we go. Poultry. Chickens are commonly the first farm animal people get when they start homesteading. There are other choices for poultry, and many folks keep a variety. All can be used for eggs and meat. Chickens. And these are the white leghorn hens, which we had some. We ended up with four of those, I think. No, we ended up with like 6 white leghorns. Commercial egg and meat breeds are usually hybrids, which produce more than heritage breeds, but also eat more and aren't as well adapted to foraging. Broiler types produce those plump grocery store chicken breasts, but they are not a good option for preppers because they are very poor reproduction. Free-range birds still need a chicken yard or run for the times you need to keep them out of the pasture. I did I didn't really forget about it. I know where I'm going to be able to put the smokehouse. Like the whole meat chicken thing reminded me of that. There's a lot of space but behind the outdoor kitchen and the greenhouse area, and in between where the fencing for the feeder pigs and the goat area is going to be. So that'll be a perfect area for that. For the clothesline, and the smokehouse, and like the little wood shack for, and the off-grid. I forgot about the off-grid stove. I think I'll still do that off to the side. Anyway, free-range birds still need a chicken yard or a run for the times you need to keep them out of the pasture. Some folks use a chicken tractor and move it about to provide fresh forage. That's what I'm going to do for the meat chickens. It's worth noting that some breeds are better suited to confinement than others. In resources, you'll find the web links to several charts comparing the various breeds and their characteristics. Indoor space requirements will be discussed in the next chapter, and breeding will be discussed in Chapter 5. Here are some other reasons to raise chickens. 1. Pets if hand raised from chicks. 2. Ornamental, especially the colorful and fancy breeds. 3. Manure for the compost bin. And the manure and the bedding from the chickens, I'm going to use the old composting area for that specifically, because that needs to sit in compost for 6 to 8 months anyway before you can put it on your gardens. So extra eggs, chicks, and adult birds to trade or sell. That was number 4. Number 5, feathers for crafts. Overview of chicken breeds. Weight. Standard size weight, 4 to 10 pounds. Outdoor space requirements, minimum of 8 to 10 square feet per bird. That should work with what we've got. It should. Anyway. Natural lifespan, 10 to 12 years. Productive lifespan. Okay, usually productive lifespan. I think they mean the eggs. It's up to 3 years, between 3 and 4 years. Egg-laying breeds are white leghorn, black australorp, Americana, Easter eggers, speckled Sussex. There's a lot more than that. Meat-producing birds, Brahma, Jersey Giant, Cochin, and Langsam. Fancy breeds, Crevecoeur, Lakenvelder, and Polish. Dual-purpose breeds, Rhode Island Reds, Wyandottes, Morans, Plymouth Rocks, which those are the Baird Rocks, the black and white speckled ones, which I love those chickens. Buff Orpingtons, New Hampshire Reds, and Delaware. And we had the white leghorns. They don't name the Asian blacks in here. We had Buff Orpingtons, the the Baird Rocks, and the Dominiques. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, and the Easter Browns. All right, and the miniatures. Those are the Bantams. Weight 1 to 2 pounds. Outdoor space requirements 4 square feet per Bantam. Blah, blah, blah. Natural lifespan 10 to 12 years. Productive lifespan 1+ years. Probably about 3, 4 as far as eggs go. Egg laying, same as standard size. Meat producing, same as standard size. Fancy breed, silky, and dual purpose, same as standard size. Other consideration. Land use. Chickens can be quite hard on the land and will rearrange mulch and compost quickly. Plan to rotate their areas as you do with larger livestock. I have a problem with that out here. I just got to thinking on the larger livestock. We're not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to think about that one. Productive lifespan. Commercial breeders typically keep their layers no more than a year or two and then replace them. The rationale is that egg production peaks the first year and rapidly drops after that. From a homesteading perspective, however, pastured chickens have a much longer production life. Most will continue to produce well for 4 or more years. Okay. The next one is on ducks. And I'm going to go ahead and get off from here, and I'm going to get this up there. And again, I'm going to have to think about that whole moving the area. Because how easy that's going to be out here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get off from here, and I will get this up there, and I will see you guys in a bit on the next video. Bye, guys.